Well, yeah.
But
of course we go to Wednesday after that, after a few things happen, but that's the point of the podcast.
And then a few things happen.
Yeah, and that's the episode. Thanks for watching. That's why it's a different crowd. And then, he's crucified. What's the day after Passover? It's a Sabbath.
It's a Sabbath.
And what do we see with Joseph of Arimathea negotiating with Pilate for the body? Is hey, we got to get him down before the Sabbath.
Hey everyone, it's Holy Week, and we're going to be talking about Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yep,
I think. Yeah,
Tuesday and Wednesday. Check out our Palm Sunday and Monday episode if you haven't already. We're just going to keep going through the week.
Yeah.
I
really love this week. Like, every time I think about it, it's
special.
Lot. Yeah.
Yep.
So
what happens on Tuesday?
Well, Tuesday he's back in the temple.
Sunday was Palm Sunday. Monday was cleansing the temple.
Yep.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So
what's he doing now?
He's back in the temple, but he's teaching now.
Teaching in the temple.
And maybe yelling at the Pharisees a little bit.
Yelling, arguing.
Yeah.
Yep. Making them
disciplining.
Angry. Yeah. So he does a lot of teaching on Tuesday. Now, is it all done in the temple?
No, he's at Mount of Olives also.
The Mount of Olives.
The Mount of Olives, yeah.
Okay. But he taught in both places.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in the temple, and he was at the Mount of Olives. And then there's a few other things that are happening. Well, and then we go to Wednesday, I guess. So.
Well, yeah.
But
of course we go to Wednesday after that, after a few things happen, but that's the point of the podcast.
And then a few things happen.
Yeah, and that's the episode. Thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, jeez Louise. Maybe we want to talk about the few things that happen. That might be important.
Probably help.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, take it away. There.
Sheesh. Okay, so this is where we get the what is it? It's one of my favorite parables. By what authority do you preach?
Let me pull up the.
Yeah, by what authority? This is Matthew 21:23.
I think I have it up here.
No, maybe. There we go.
Yeah.
Chief priests and the elders of the people came unto him as he was teaching and said, by what authority doest thou these things? And who gave thee this authority? Do you remember what he said?
I don't, but
he said,
powerful.
Well, by what authority did John baptize?
That's right.
And that doesn't seem like a stumper for us. But,
no.
Because if they were just wanting to, answer your question with a question, they would just say, he had no authority.
That's true.
But what does the scripture say? Why didn't they say that?
There was something where if they claimed he didn't have authority,
that'd be the equivalent of just calling everybody's baptism
a farce.
Pretty much null and void.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they didn't want to do that. They felt that would endanger themselves.
Yes.
By the people.
The Pharisees were all about themselves.
Now,
for sure.
But I'm going to give another shout out to the chosen here. There's a lot of people around, and these are people friendly to Jesus. And probably also friendly to John the Baptist.
Yes.
Or John the Baptizer. I guess he wasn't Baptist yet, right? So...
the Baptist.
So, he...
funny.
This is a friendly crowd to Jesus.
Very
the Pharisees are challenging him, trying to discredit him.
Yeah.
And
in the middle of people that would
just say, yeah, John had no authority to baptize. You know, there's a lot of people around them. They're afraid for their own immediate safety, is what it is.
Their chance of getting stoned was probably higher than anybody else's
at
that point.
Which, you know, I think the protocol for stoning someone was just about how angry you were in the moment and how quickly you could get your hands on a stones. So I think it's not like they applied for a permit. You know, there was no Monty Python like, you know, we need to plan this stoning today. It was,
reminds me
you're
of
a blasphemer.
When Ron's has to have that permit
for killing the pig in the park. See, only my wife. We're talking about ancient Judaism and you know, stoning practices, and her reference is Parks and Recreation, having a pork barbecue. That's the same. So
it's not. I'm sorry. This is very serious.
Wouldn't know it by this episode. Wow. If you were wanting something reverent,
okay, we love this stuff. We do.
We do love it. We love it so much. You're so comfortable with it,
I guess.
And it just tickles your funny bone. So, they were probably afraid of being stoned. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Now,
because they wouldn't give. They just wouldn't answer. From what I remember reading, is they just
ignored that question. Yeah. So, what else did we get? We got some other good parables. On Tuesday, they're walking by that fig tree that withered.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that happened probably earlier when they're headed back from Bethany into Jerusalem.
I do like that one.
Let's see here. Matthew 23. This is a good one. Jesus goes off pretty strong. You know, this is not pacifist Jesus again. Matthew 23. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto white sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones.
Another like.
You know, I'll pull my Parks and Rec thing here. I'll pretend, you know, like I'm Andy. Dead Men's Bones. That's a great band name.
No, I was just thinking, like, let the dead bury the dead. Matthew 8:22.
Yeah, if there's any,
and it's some serious things Jesus said.
The word would be metal.
Things.
That's metal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. He said some hard things, and I think too many times Jesus is portrayed as soft and nice, and I think there's a lot of things that we that are hard to hear. And this quote reminded me of the fig tree, beautiful on the outside, but bearing no good fruit. He's being consistent in his parables here. Yeah.
Let's see. This one's a great one. Mark 12. This is the widow's mite.
Oh. I have it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Jesus sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury, and many that they were rich cast in much. But there came a certain poor widow. Excuse me. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites. Verily I say unto you that this poor widow hath cast more in than all they which have cast it. And this gets me so tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Than all they which have cast into the treasury, for all they did cast in their abundance. But she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living.
I really like this parable too.
Yeah, which we love that one so much. We when we saw it in auction, we had to get a widow's mite when we saw it pop up. So this one supposedly a real widow's mite.
Yeah.
Out of Judea.
I think it's so
roughly cool. Dated to 103 to 76 BC. So, but it's
that's crazy.
It's a mite.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, maybe it's the same one.
Could be. You never know.
You never know. Let's see here. What else do we get? Any other good ones?
I'm trying to remember what. Let's see.
Do we get the given to Caesar in this one? I think we do.
There probably should have been. Yeah, I don't think I had that one.
Let's see. Let me look it up. I can do that real quick. Take it away.
Okay. Let me.
Give unto Caesar parable. Okay. Let's see. Here is Matthew 22, Mark 12, and Luke 20.
Matthew, what did you say?
Matthew 22.
I wonder if I have it. Oh, I don't have it.
You don't have it.
Huh.
Matthew 22. Let me look it up real quick.
Okay.
Because it's a great one. I like this one.
I do like that one also.
Matthew 22.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, so this is this is during Holy Week. Maybe not on Tuesday, but I think I think it's. Yeah, let's see. Oh, this is where Jesus says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." So the Pharisees took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk. Is it lawful? So this is Matthew 22:17. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? But Jesus perceived their wickedness and said, Why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Which is amazing. It's such a sarcastic response. But I have to think, what does he mean by tempt? Like, what is he being tempted by? Smiting them?
Yeah.
Wrath?
He's like, don't.
Why tempt ye me?
It's like, don't test me.
Don't test me.
Like,
or why are you testing me?
Or try it. Let's see what happens.
And he says, Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he saith unto them, Whose image is this? Or whose is this image and superscription? And they say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Which I never knew this, and at least I never thought about it like this. Up until this last year, I think we were watching Stick of Joseph, rendering that which is Caesar's, the coin, because it's got the image of Caesar on it. Unto Caesar, but the things that are God's, what things have the image of God on them? We're made in the image of God.
Yeah, we are.
Like
God's
it says in
children.
Genesis 1.
Yeah.
Or not Genesis. It's not Genesis 1, is it? It's later.
Maybe a little bit later.
Yeah.
But in Genesis, we are made in the image of God.
Yeah, we're made in the image of God. So he says, Give unto Caesar that is Caesar's, but give unto God what is God's. And the logic that he's using in that parable is, the coin has Caesar's image. Give it to Caesar. To him. Yeah, we have God's image. Give ourselves to God.
Yep.
It's such a smart response.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love that. But I'd never thought about that with the image comparison.
Well, when you first read it, the first time I read the Bible, I don't think I read it. Did not have the eyes I have now.
Yeah, I was thinking, it's got Caesar's image on the money. Okay, well, when God has his own picture on money, I'll give that to him. Yeah. It's like, I was very shallow in that thinking as a...
super...
teenager
shallow.
reading that. All right, now let's see what else we got. Does that wrap up Tuesday?
I think that just about wraps up Tuesday. I mean, there's
roughly.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah. So Wednesday.
Yeah. Now there's a couple things. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. Historically, Wednesday. What happens on Wednesday historically?
So this is funny because historically Wednesday there's not a lot going on. There's Judas is doing some things, and I think there's Jesus is anointed.
I guess the mainstream,
but
maybe not historically, but mainstream history. Yeah,
there's really not much going on.
Yeah, it's
Wednesday.
like a gap day.
So like I have that. I have like a big map thing of Holy Week,
like a calendar.
Yeah, and it's Wednesday. It's like it was a rest day.
This was a.
That's what they put. That's literally what they put on there.
Hump day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like chilling at the temple, I guess. You know?
Yeah, there's not a lot of explanation for Wednesday. Wednesday, they're like, nothing happened.
Which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, this is
and we're
a huge week.
And the timeline. And here's, when we were looking into this last year or 2 years ago, the thing that bothered me the most is, how many days do we say Jesus was in the tomb and then he rose on the third day. Right?
Yeah.
That kind of answers the question, right? The
third
day. If we follow the traditional timeline, when was Jesus buried?
So I think he would have been buried Friday.
And that's where we get the Good Friday thing from. He's buried on Friday night. So he's in there from Friday night to Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Friday night to Saturday night.
Which is one day. And
then he's raised the next morning.
Yeah.
The next morning's Easter morning when Mary finds him.
That is such a short
time.
And it doesn't, I agree.
Now, it's bothersome.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Now, the critics to this would be like, but in the Hebrew tradition, if you had a partial day on anything, it counted as a day. Yeah. Like I started on Wednesday, I ended on Friday, that was 3 days. Mm-hmm. I started on Friday, I ended on Sunday. That's 3 days.
Yeah.
The problem is, I think we're all just smarter than that. And even if that's the case, why are we sticking with this 3-day thing? He was in there for a day. Like wouldn't we, in our own tradition, just say he was buried in the tomb a day and then he rose on Easter morning? Wouldn't we say it that way instead of just sticking with the 3-day thing? Well, and that was that's what led us to the rabbit hole. It was bothersome to us.
Yeah.
And what did so we reconstructed the timeline. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we had done the Tola stuff. Well, so that's really heavy on the timeline.
With the Tola, that doesn't even line up with the original.
No.
Died and rose again. The Tola worm or the Tola bug takes, it's a
3 days.
3-day process.
3 days plus, the end is the 4th day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. Go watch that video. That's a great one.
Yeah, that'll explain that life cycle.
But then we have the Passover. And Passover is on Thursday. Mm-hmm. And
yes.
It's like we missed Jesus passed away. He was died off 1 day from Passover. Mm-hmm. The whole Passover lamb thing is like probably one of the most significant symbolisms. We missed it by a day.
Huge.
Doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't. It doesn't make sense that
But I can see how people would want to say the Last Supper was the Passover supper. Mm-hmm. But then there's a problem with that, y'all. It's there's no lamb at the Last Supper. Mm-mm. That's probably the biggest problem. Is there's no lamb at the Last Supper.
It's not.
Jesus washes the feet. He, mm-hmm. He does some things. There's nothing in it that indicates it's the Passover supper. But getting back to the Wednesday,
could be any supper. Yeah.
So the tradition, the mainstream tradition is not a lot happens on Wednesday. Judas, it's like he's being the spy.
He's making
his deal with the Pharisees.
Yeah.
And that's about it. However, what in our great qualification of scholarship here, what we propose is
do a lot of research into this.
Yeah, I'd call it redneck research. Like, I do not claim to be a scholar on this.
Well, I don't claim to be a biblical scholar, but I do know how to do research.
Okay. Well, in my redneck research, don't count hers. My redneck research.
Oh.
Here's how I think the timeline went down. Wednesday is the Last Supper, which means Wednesday night was Gethsemane. And his arrest. Thursday, during Passover, which is the holiday, people are focused on the holiday. They've got their family, they got their friends, they've got their sacrificial lamb that they got to take care of. But he's been tried through the night and into the morning. And so on the morning of Passover is when he's brought out in front of the Pharisees and the mob, and is condemned to crucifixion. Yeah. And that's why it's a different crowd. And then, he's crucified. What's the day after Passover? It's a Sabbath. And what do we see with Joseph of Arimathea negotiating with Pilate for the body? Hey, we got to get him down before the Sabbath. Well, Friday, the day after Passover, is a Sabbath.
It's a high Sabbath.
Yep. So, that doesn't track if it was on a Sabbath. You can't do that. It's a Sabbath already if it's Good Friday. And then Saturday again is another Sabbath.
That's the regular weekly Sabbath.
It's the weekly Sabbath. So there's a lot of holes in the nothing happened Wednesday. But if he's crucified Thursday night, or if he'd crucified morning. Thursday, and he dies Thursday, he's in the tomb Thursday night. Well, we have Thursday night to Friday night. That's 1. Friday night, Saturday night. That's 2. So it's a little bit better. But if we're counting like Hebrews, we go Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He rises on the 4th day. Yeah. Which that matches the Tola.
Up. Yeah.
So anyway, that I think it's a much cleaner, fits much better.
It does
with the scriptures, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I think it. There is quite a bit of research on. It seems like there is 2 camps. Like, there's one where there's the traditional Wednesday, not a lot happened, and you go into the traditional weekly things, but there's the camp of no.
Yeah, we're not the only ones that think this.
Yeah, we didn't just make we did do research.
You really did your research. I did, and found these other people with these ideas already.
Random other people.
Redneck research.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was interesting though, because I did find what was that? It was
Nope, there's the doorbell. Now let's pause it real quick. Okay. We'll come back.
Give me a second. Okay, we're back.
All right. So I don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't either.
Whatever it was. We're talking about Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is where Jesus has his feet anointed.
Yes.
Or washed.
Washed and anointed. He was, with that really expensive oil.
Yeah.
That Mary buys.
Yep. So now this is Matthew 26.
Yeah, I think I have.
You should have that one. Yeah.
I've got sorry, we just...
Technical difficulties. She's fixing it. I'll start reading it, and she'll find it. Now, when Jesus was in Bethany, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box a very precious anointment, and poured it on his head. Verily I say unto you, whosoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman hath done, be told for a memorial of her. That is some word salad.
Yeah, that was
okay.
A lot. So basically, she bought some really expensive oil and then anointed Jesus with that oil.
Yeah. Now it happens. There's John.
Here's Matthew.
Let's see. John 12 is when is where that happens. Let's see. And this is he identifies this person as Mary. So John 12:3. Then Mary took a pound of ointment from a spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. Then saith one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, which should betray him. I think John was a little sour about Judas.
Oh,
because when he references Judas, it's like, yeah, the guy that was betraying, that he's going to betray Jesus.
Is he the one that also said that Judas exploded?
Yeah, his bowels exploded.
Yeah. I think he was a little upset.
I think John was pretty upset when he wrote this.
Yeah.
Not that he shouldn't have been, but
I don't blame him.
We don't see that in Matthew.
It was pretty intense. Luke. And then he exploded.
Yeah. But Judas says, why was not this ointment sold for three, excuse me, I'm butchering this. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief and had the bag. And I think this is John being more sour.
Yeah,
because I think he's saying Judas didn't care for the poor, but it's because he was a thief.
It's because he was angry about the money.
Let's see, but because he was a thief and had the bag and bare what was put therein. So was he the keeper of the purse?
Judas was.
Yeah, so
I believe. Yeah.
So John's just bagging on
I think
Judas
he's really, yeah.
And then Jesus said, let her alone. Against the day of my burying hath she kept this. For the poor always ye have with you, but me ye have not always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, that's so interesting.
Jesus is basically saying, let her do this gesture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I think there's got to be some hidden stuff in there. Maybe we'll unpack that in a later video, but
that one too.
It's a very beautiful sequence of events.
It is.
It does show Judas as being a little sour about this ointment that was wasted on the Savior.
Yeah.
It kind of shows some character of Judas. You see some character of John and how he writes that. But then you see...
Yeah, I guess I didn't... I need to reread that because...
it's fascinating.
John, he seemed pretty upset about all of it. Which I don't blame him, but...
Did not like Judas.
Yeah.
But then Jesus, he praises the woman.
Mm-hmm.
But he also foreshadows, against my bearing she hath saved this.
Yeah.
And you'll always have the poor, but you won't always have me. Yeah. So that's Wednesday. Also Wednesday. Now, if that's in Bethany, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jesus was planning on going to Jerusalem, so that happens in the morning maybe. And he goes and preaches, or that's why they kind of look at Wednesday as a whole, there's a hole in the narrative. Not a lot of stuff happens, but we get to the Last Supper. So,
which we believe would be on Wednesday.
Yep, on Wednesday. Yep.
I was trying to pull up a map of Holy Week. Oh, this doesn't have the road to Bethany. So the gardens of Gethsemane are right outside of the gate to the temple. Right That's below the Mount of Olives. Yeah.
Now, I heard something, and I don't know if this is true. I haven't done my redneck research. It doesn't say Garden of Gethsemane in the scriptures.
No. Yeah, I think I saw the same thing you saw.
Yeah, which it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Gethsemane is the place, and I think where he prays is described as a garden in one of the Gospels. And then people put that together, the Garden of Gethsemane.
Well, did you see what I saw, though?
How?
So, okay.
Maybe?
Let me tell you. So, I haven't done my research either yet, but supposedly Gethsemane means olive press. So, there's some suggestion that olive presses were done in like caverns, cave type areas. So there's a suggestion that he went to the olive press in Gethsemane, like where this grove was, and went into the cave or cavern area.
So it's more like an orchard.
Mm-hmm.
Like an olive
orchard with a press.
And then somebody has a press in there.
Yeah.
And he goes and prays there.
Yeah. So I haven't done any research into this, but that was the clip I saw today. Very short. That's what I got from it. So I've got to do some more research.
April 1st.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Oh, don't believe anything on the internet on April 1st.
That's
Nikki.
True.
Holy mackerel.
Well, it's about Jesus, though.
I know. Those people might be going to hell if they lied about Jesus.
Dang.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't think so.
How many minutes are we in?
31.
31. Well, what let's do, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
And we'll come back. We'll kick it off with, on the next one, we'll kick it off with the Last Supper.
Yeah.
And then I think my favorite way to recap once we get through the arrest and we go into the trial.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of info in the trial.
No.
Or of the trial in the Gospels.
Yeah.
But if you're a fan of the Apocrypha, the Acts of Pilate and Gospel of Nicodemus, that will bring us home all the way through Easter, and I think we will do that one.
I like that. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do, folks. It's an amazing story, and it just gets better from here.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.